Wanna play games? Okay. Wanna play rough? Okay. No. Say hello to my little friend!
YouTube, you made it to another Pounds 978 Customs video, and today we got a rated R video. Don't worry, I'll try my best to keep it PG-13. I only put it as rated R because of the blood splatter, and some of you guys may think that's harsh. You guys know I really don't do battle damage or dirty customs like this. Usually, I don't mean dirty like dirty, I mean like gross and putrid, right? Here's a skeleton, by the way, if I forget. This is from Walgreens, some Halloween packs. They come with like 5 or 6 skeletons. I bought it for my Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat figures. I wanted to make a pit and then throw these guys in there somewhere. But until then, I painted one up just to go with this guy, because you guys are probably wondering, why is War Machine Punisher so beat like that? Why is he so bloody? Like, it's not his blood, right? Because he has on this suit. No, it's not his blood, guys. Don't worry. It comes from some bad guy, some really evil guy. We don't know who exactly, but just someone that had no mercy shown. I'm not familiar with the Punisher War Machine comics, but I know Punisher and I know War Machine separately. Punisher's a beast by himself, and War Machine is a suit of armor. So put them together, and this is what you got. Got another head there. Also, it's a Punisher head unmasked. I beat it up a little bit, added some blood, some bruising. We'll get into that a little bit later. Also, the guns have a little bit of paint on them, some scratches on them as well. So it looks like some worn down metal. I tried to kind of dirty this custom out, a little bit. And I'll even tell you how I even got into making this, because it wasn't my intention to make this guy. It was originally, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to make a Punisher War Machine. Then I got an idea that I thought was a little better. And when I tried to start working on that, I just couldn't do it, so I made Punisher War Machine. But here's his face again. I'll take it out, I'll put it on War Machine, we'll get a better look. Before I forget, if you want to make yourself one of these, all you really need is a Crossbones head and a War Machine that just recently came out from the Endgame wave. By the way, I did paint that Crossbones head. None of that is factory painted. I know the white looks exactly how it's supposed to look with Crossbones. For some reason, I don't know why I ended up painting it the exact same way it was originally painted. It's so stupid. It's just a dumb idea. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was supposed to make it kind of like a Punisher a little bit, but it is what it is. It came out pretty cool. I'm not mad at it. I know coming from me, this is a little different, because usually I try my best to kind of make my figures look like a Hasbro figure to a degree. I mean, just so they can kind of line up with the figures they give us. So when you put them on your shelf, your customs kind of resemble the factory figures. Now, this is just completely different. I know everyone's not going to like this, and you have the right to, because I don't even know if I like this. I think after looking at it after a while, I like it. That sounds so hypocritical. Let me explain. Every time I make a custom action figure, there's a process. I can't never just open a box and paint it from there. You have to open it, take the figure apart, sand a couple parts, wash the figure, add sculpt, sand again, paint it, put it back together, or put it back together and paint it, however you want to do it. The point is that there is a process, and I didn't take the process with this. I just opened it, washed it, and repainted it. Because of that, I wasn't able to make the custom I wanted. Again, I wanted to make the Punisher first, but I wanted to do it the right way, take everything apart, sand what I needed, make sure everything was accurate. But I couldn't find a good enough picture, so I just left it alone. And then I went with the Endgame War Machine. Knowing that this looks exactly like the War Machine we got in action figure form, all you had to do was paint some of the parts white. I was like, oh, I can do that without even having to sand the figure. And so I gave it a go, and I tried that white logo, and then turning the torso around, I noticed it was causing a lot of paint rub. And so on purpose, I span it around, chopped all the paint up on purpose, and said, you know what? I'm going to make a battle damage Punisher War Machine. And that's what I did. So because I didn't sand anything, I just decided to give it a go. And don't worry, guys, nothing's going to chip, because the joints were already black. And all I did was just add a black over the entire figure, then a gunmetal gray dry brush over everything. The logo, dirtied it up with some black paint, some brown wash, some red blood, a few different tones, and that was it. Here's the shoulder cannon. Gave it the same paint decal as War Machine here, so it's just black with a dry brush with blood splatter on top of that. Left the red at the tips. Factory, you didn't have to touch that at all. Then with these, if you guys aren't familiar with this figure, they do just plug right in. But I also added this little thing here. They came with another Iron Man figure I have. Blue's probably not the right color. These are probably for flight. If you wanted to like use them for firing, you probably would want to get orange blast effects. They look cooler. They just look more accurate when you blast them. Unless you got some futuristic cannons, which work with Iron Man, but War Machine is just ammunition. And Punisher, he's just regular guns, so you got to use the orange fire effects. I have the blue here because I'm not going to open that just to use the fire effects. I have orange ones somewhere. I just don't want to dig through the fodder box. This will do for now so you guys can get the concept of what it would look like. You see it just has a peg hole. Slip the gun right in. Fits pretty common. This reminds me of a 12-inch Titan Marvel. I don't know what they're called exactly, but I had a War Machine that had guns that pegged on the bottom just like that. My son did, actually. Anyway, that's the idea. Hope you guys like my new background. Just took 2 pieces of paper and splattered some red paint on both sheets and then taped it to my background. So my whole background isn't blood. It's just papers. And here is his alternate head. I will pop it out and put it in. You guys are probably wondering, where's War Machine's helmet? I didn't want to use that. Wanted to give it a different look than what everyone else would probably do, because I know everyone else is going to make this custom. Probably not anymore, knowing that we are going to get a Punisher War Machine from Hasbro really soon. Rumor is, unless we're getting just the helmet and that's that, but supposedly we're supposed to get a figure. Here's the head on the body. Does have a black eye, bloody lip. Just wanted to kind of match the body a bit, but not be too dramatic, just to show that he got a little dirty too. And like every other figure, have no fear. You can still pose him around and move his torso and shift it side to side. Should be all right from any paint rub. Everything that's supposed to rub already did, and that's how I kind of made it look grungy. Head does move, arm does go up, does do a 360 spin. You get a bicep swivel, you get a lower arm swivel as well. Let me take that off. Single jointed elbow, does all right. Wrist hinge and swivel. Leg split about that much again. Diaphragm joint. Don't be scared. You can move it around, crunch it. No big deal. I know it may look like rusty and dirty and old or whatever, but I assure you it's just paint. It's just deco. It's like any other Marvel Legend. I don't know. Let me show you up close. With the alternate head, I think this was with the alternate head, I believe it was a Walgreens exclusive, the Punisher. So it fits on this body pretty well. It looks like it belongs on the body. But there it is. You guys see that it is just paint. It isn't like super sloppy. It was kind of thought out. I didn't just like smack paint dabble on there. But I will be honest, this wasn't like hard at all. This was very simple. I did this in like maybe 2-3 hours. The hardest part was trying to figure out where I want to put the skull logo and how I wanted to make it. Also wanted to put a skull on this helmet, but I don't know why I didn't. I painted it exactly like Crossbones, which confused people, but whatever. And then his head looks a little shiny, right? But I make it feel like as if he just popped the helmet off and he's still super sweaty because he just went through some shit, and that's what happened. And yes, I did say shit. Remember, this is a rated R video, don't forget. But all the blood was strategically placed. It's not like I just splattered it anywhere and it is what it is. I did do blood splats, but then I took the brush and carefully dry brushed the blood in certain areas and thought, where would blood be if this guy really got into a battle with a few people? So the goal was trying to give that look without trying to oversell it. And maybe that's what I'm doing here. Maybe I'm just overselling the look by adding too much rust and too much blood and too much dirt, where the figure looks kind of dirty from a distance. But I don't know. You guys be the judge. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this Punisher. Are you going to go purchase the Punisher helmet? If they do come out with an action figure, will you guys buy it? All of those good things, guys. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. What better custom action figure to show on this day than 2 guys who fought for our country, the Punisher and War Machine. So salute to you 2 guys. Hats off to you and all the other veterans who fought for our freedoms and don't get enough praise. Guys, my hats are off to you. I really do salute you. And if you like this video, feel free to give a guy a thumb up. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you in the next one.
You choose to subscribe, you the man. Yes, you. Everyone below in the comments, yes, you too. Thank you very much for showing me love. Who knew? It was ironic how we think out the box for you too, right?